Hey, Top Pops, Tristan here. And in today's video, we're gonna be traveling over to EB Games because I heard from a little birdie that they might have the entire Soul Funko Pop set. So let's get started. If you guys don't know which ones I'm talking about, it's the brand new Disney Pixar's movie, which I believe has been pushed back a little bit due to COVID and just everything going on with that. They don't want to release a movie right now because it really wouldn't be a great time. Nobody can go to the theaters, but it might be coming out on Disney Plus. I haven't heard if that's official or anything like that, but if it does, I would definitely want to watch it. Anyways, from what I've seen, I'm really excited about the movie, so now let's go over to EB Games and let's pick some of the pops up. Well, alright guys, I made it over to EB Games, so let's go in and fingers crossed they have those Soul Pops. And it looks like, guys, lucky for me, they have, I think, one of everything here, so they have the Joe Gardner Soul World, they have Joe Gardner, Mr. Mittens, 22 Grinning, and 22. So I don't have this one or these three, and I think I'm going to be grabbing all the ones I'm missing today. I also want to check the back of the box to see if there's any other ones that I'm missing. Moonwind Soul World, and then Mr. Mittens Soul World. So that'd be it. That's not too bad. I think we'll be able to find them eventually. And then in terms of other new figures, they do have these ones down here. These are the Canadian exclusive hockey ones, some really nice ones. I don't think I've ever seen the Mario Lemieux. That one might be the newer one out of these ones here. They also have Mummin Rider, Toonami Tom, Metallic Gohan, which is a really nice figure. Some of the ones from Monster Hunter. The Lost Boys they have down here. Some other random ones. They have like the Austin Powers one there, which is pretty cool. And then they also have the Squanchy with rope. Kind of a creepy figure, but it's still a good one. And the nice thing is about over here, guys, is everything with a red sticker is on sale. So I might get a couple sale figures today that I maybe missed out on or want now, because there's a lot of them today. Alright guys, so we are now back from EB Games. Now let's go through every single pop that I picked up today. And it was pretty surprising because they did have a lot of really great sale figures. I think most of the ones that weren't like brand new or at least a couple weeks old were on sale for $10 instead of $15. So I did pick up two figures from that sale, but I think we're going to start with the Soul figures. And the first one being Joe Gardner. And what I love about this figure is that they made it look like the animation style while still adding the Funko Pop features. And I think the only thing that they really changed was making it so his eyes weren't like the white with the pupils. It's just the black eyes like they would normally do for Funko Pops. And then his head might be a little bit bigger than normal. But as you guys can see, this really does look like Joe Gardner, and I am a huge fan of this figure. They also gave him the conductor's wand, which I thought was a really nice touch. But if you guys are going to be getting this one, watch out for the paint on the conductor's wand towards the bottom of his hand. This was the only one that they had at the store, so I had to get it, but the paint on mine is a little sloppy. But other than that, guys, the figure really does look great. I don't see any damage on the box. It's just that little bit of paint on his hand there. Then after that one, we do have the Mr. Mittens. Now this one right here is really nice. I am a huge fan of the way this one looks, especially because of the pizza coming out of Mr. Mittens' mouth. I think that is a really nice touch. But yeah, overall, he's a fat cat that likes to eat pizza, and it's a really well done figure. I also really like about this figure that there is cheese coming off the bottom of the pizza, because that's really how it would work. If you were to take a piece of pizza and hold it sideways like this, the cheese would come off. So I guess they made it gravity accurate. One thing that I wish they did change about the Mr. Mittens figure was that the whiskers were actually coming off the front of Mr. Mittens, because they're kind of just like painted on, or they're decals, and I'm not sure if in the trailer the actual whiskers are coming off. I can't remember, but it's still a really nice figure. That's just the one thing I would have changed. But other than that, I think Mr. Mittens might be one of my favorite ones out of this wave, just because of how cute he is. Then after these two, I did get one more from Soul. Now, I didn't pick up 22, but we'll talk about that in a second. The last one that I did get, though, was the Joe Gardner Soul World. And there are a couple different things about this character that are very different. I mean, if you're looking at both of them here, I mean, compared to the normal Joe Gardner and then this one here, of course, he is a soul, so he is kind of like that rainbow translucent color. But other than that, he does not have his mustache, so do they not have like facial hair in the Soul World? And then they also did it where his glasses are clear instead of the normal black color like on this figure. But I am a really big fan of the way they did the Soul figures, because I was a little bit afraid when I saw the trailer for this one and I knew they were making characters that they weren't gonna look the greatest, because like when they make the Soul characters, they're very different compared to like normal things that I guess Funko's done, but the way they did this, they really pulled them off well. And now what happened with the 22 figure was they had two of them there. I had already purchased one because I would say, I think I told you guys in the store, maybe 2 months ago, they had a couple of them on the floor, only the 22 Grinning, and I thought, why not pick it up, because I am going to want to get the rest of the set eventually. But then today they had the 22 Grinning as well as the normal 22, and I already had the 22 Grinning, so I decided not to get the original one, just because they are very similar. And here is the 22 Grinning right here. He looks like a little bit angrier, or maybe he's just smiling. I'm not too sure, but you guys can see here, it is very similar to the other one, because the other 22 is really just like his facial expression is a little bit different. And knowing Funko, I don't think the body would have changed at all, so it's really just like a little bit of a different facial expression with the eyebrows as well as the mouth, and then that's about it. So for today, I decided to skip on it, but maybe if it comes down to it and that's the last figure I need out of this entire set, I'll probably pick it up, but for now, we're gonna skip on it. But I digress. That's it for the Soul figures. Now let's get on to the sale ones, because I think I got two pretty good ones today. And the first figure that I got was the fake Crash Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot wave that came out, I believe this was 2 years ago. Wow, that was really 2 years ago already. Well, anyways, here it is right here, guys. It has that giant red sticker on the front, but we're gonna try and get it off right now. Okay, fingers crossed this goes over well and we don't get a bunch of residue, but let's see here. Okay, oh, actually, this feels pretty clean, so I'm gonna do it nice and close up so you guys can see it. A little bit of ASMR for you, but here we go. Not bad, not bad. Under the table you go. But now looking at this figure without the giant red sticker on the front, I'm noticing that those teeth are comically large. You could hardly see it in the box before, but now they look a lot bigger without that sticker on the front. And if you guys are wondering some of the other characters in the set, we have the normal Crash Bandicoot with Jetpack, Crash Bandicoot biker outfit, Dr. Neo Cortex, Coco Bandicoot, Aku Aku, and then Crash Bandicoot with scuba gear. And I think I have maybe 2 or 3 other ones from the set, but I don't have all of them. Well, anyways, guys, that was the first figure that I picked up. Then the next one that I got was this one right here, the Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame Quasimodo. And there is another huge sticker on this one, so let's do another ASMR session. We'll see how this one goes. I might try a little bit quicker, but then I'm afraid that it's gonna come off in a bad way. So let's see. Ooh, this one might be a little bit more stuck down. Okay, here we go. So far so good. Not too shabby. We're okay. So for this one right here, they actually had both Quasimodos. They had the Quasimodo Fool and they had Quasimodo, but I felt like this one was a little bit better because this is the original Quasimodo. They never made another one before this, so I thought this one would be a good one to get. Plus, I wanted to get the original Quasimodo before I got the Quasimodo Fool because I think that makes more sense. And looking at this figure a little bit closer up, I just noticed that he has like a wooden sculpture of himself, which looks a little bit derpy, but I think that's what it looked like in the movie. And now this wasn't a really crazy sale over at EB Games, but if you think about it, hold on, I gotta get the sticker off the bottom of the table. These figures here were $8.99 for me, and if I were to buy 3 of these, this is cheaper than buying the 3 for $33 over at Hot Topic because you're under $30 instead of just over $30. But that is with your edge card, and I mean, I use my edge card so often that it's already paid for itself, but if you were to just buy an edge card, I don't know if it'd be worth it unless you wanted to buy like maybe 5 or 6 figures from the sale section. Probably something like that. Well, anyways, guys, this is everything that we picked up today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that, but this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. On a four with school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 4 thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with that. She calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Snow. Like my lashes.